What is going on, guys? It's me, always, Jason, and today I'm going to show you this new deck that I've been trying out, and it's worked pretty well, surprisingly. So, originally it's an Xbow deck, but I switched out. Here, I got the idea from one of these top guys. This one. It's this deck, but instead of the Xbow, because I hate the Xbow, kind of sucks. Let's see, I don't really know how to use it that well. I don't have much experience with it. So I swapped out the Xbow for the Graveyard, and it's great because it's a 2.8 Graveyard deck, which has a pretty good defense, pretty good cycle. You can just burn one card, there's two one elixir cost cards in this, so it's really easy to get back to the the Graveyard, and it has pretty good defense. So I'm going to show you these two replays. It's gotten me up to 6 wins. That one loss was from another deck that I was just trying out. So let's take a look at some of these replays because they are too good not to share. Let's see, the start of that. Oh yeah, that was with that Xbow. The first loss was with the Xbow. I didn't really like that. So let's see. Let's just do Predator. Alright, so this one I'm going against Elite Barb's Executioner Rocket deck. It's a pretty heavy deck, pretty killer, and I'm able to like cycle through and you'll see, right? I mean, I already told you I won, so it doesn't matter. Let's turn down my audio a little bit. Okay, so the idea behind this deck is that you want to send a tank out, like either a Knight or the Ice Golem, and then drop the Executioner down. Not the Executioner, the Graveyard. I don't know, Executioner's on my mind or something like that. Okay, so then, since it's cheap enough, you can cycle back to it and so forth. So, let's see. On my first push, I'm going to get down about 1,000 hit points on his tower. That's not bad. And so I'm going to drop my Knight in the back. And he's got the Executioner here. He's going to drop the Elite Barbs. So what you have to do is you have to slow everything down. Slow it down with the Knight. Keep him at the bridge, away from your tower. Since there's not really ranged units in this, like I don't have a Musketeer or Ice Wizard or anything like that, they're not ranged. You have to keep them away from your tower so the tower can chip damage on them. So Knight, freeze him with the Ice Spirit. And then slow him down with the Ice Golem, and then he gets me pretty good here because he's gonna, let's see, I think he sends something, yeah, Dark Goblin with a pretty healthy Executioner. He gets me really good here. I dropped down the Ice Golem thinking that maybe the Dark Goblin would switch, so I say well played, and that kind of sucked for me. It was also good because it let me know that the Ice Golem burst wouldn't kill his Goblin Gang. So we're pretty even on damage. He's got a little bit of a lead, but not by much. But I'm already back to my Graveyard Knight, which I could do. But I'm feeling pretty good. We're both kind of pumping up. And then he plays a 6 elixir defense. So I'm just gonna like push as hard as I can because that's kind of expensive. And it gets more chip damage down. He has to try to counter with the Elite Barbs, but, you know, I did enough damage there. Okay, so Ice Golem to slow him down and take some damage off. I don't want that Dark Goblin to survive, so I throw the log and it gets, killed. Let's see here. I forgot what he does. Executioner, and I have a pretty good lead right here, so I'm gonna pump up a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't, but we'll see. So he tries to go 2 lanes here. I'm pausing this for a second. He puts the Executioner and Minion Horde down, which the Fire Spirits, the freeze spell, and the Ice Golem all counter the Minion Horde, and then he puts the Spear Gang on the right. So I just log the right, and you can slow everything down with 2 or 3 elixir with the Fire Spirits and the Ice Spirits and the Ice here. So Minion Horde's down, Goblin Gang's down, and I just have to distract the Executioner. He drops more Elite Barbs, which is another 6 elixir. I dropped Fire Spirits. I'm gonna log that away, and it's all gone. So I have my tank down, and we're even in elixir. This is ridiculous. So I'm gonna go push. Ice Golem right here. He drops the Executioner, which would be a pretty good defense against the Graveyard, but that doesn't work. He drops the Minion Horde down in the back. Minion Horde, I already know I can counter pretty well, so I just gotta play defense for 10 seconds left. Drop the Ice Golem down. I can freeze with my Fire Spirit, or my Ice Spirits here, distract with my Skeletons, and there goes his Leap Barbs, and I just put the Graveyard on the other side just to make him good. And this guy, he's impressed. I'm kind of surprised too. I'm kind of impressed in this as well. There is that one, and let's see. This other one is pretty awesome as well. So let's watch this one. All right, so hopefully you guys kind of get it. You just put the tank in the front, and really, you're also really trying to look for positive elixir trades. So, like the last guy with the Minion Horde. You can drop Fire Spirits, which are 2 versus his 5 for the Minion Horde, and you try to make smart decisions. And I'll try to show you that a little bit here as well. So I didn't really know what to play, so you use the burner card, which is the Skeletons, and that just kind of sends them off. And then since he played the Electro Wiz, I knew like I had some time since he didn't really have. I don't know if he had a rocket or anything like direct damage in his hand, so I just put the pump down just in case, and it turned out to work a little bit here. Let's see. The Electro Wizard is kind of a defensive card, so we'll play that in the back. Okay, so he's got the P.E.K.K.A. coming. I know that I have to distract. I want to eventually freeze, so I drop the freeze Ice Spirit in the back, and then I'm going to drop the Ice Golem in the front, and then I need the Knight on top of the P.E.K.K.A. I'm really explaining this, guys, because it's not random. I'm not just dropping cards. I'm not just, putting card here, card here, and it's supposed to make sense. Like, so let's see. Let's see if I can. So, I don't want the Electro Wizard to take out the Ice Spirit. I want it to freeze both of them, so it froze both of them. Got the Ice Golem to distract the P.E.K.K.A. and the Ice Wizard, and I logged these away. The Ice Wizard's gonna get on the Skeletons. Skeletons are also gonna be distracting the P.E.K.K.A. And then I drop another freeze just to keep my Knights alive. He logs what he thinks are the Skeletons away. Skeletons are already gone. And my Knight is gonna take out his Ice Wizard. And we're at the same amount of elixir, if not me ahead by just a little bit. So we'll go back to that. And my Knight is actually gonna take out his Ice Wizard. So that is a really good exchange. I got my tank down, and I was able to take out his P.E.K.K.A. I didn't get to push with my Graveyard, so he doesn't know that I have that yet, but we're going to try it right here. He Graveyards my pump. Like, that lets me know he definitely doesn't have direct damage. Puts the minions and the Skeleton Army, so I log it away. And with this deck, like, it's okay if you don't get, like, a huge amount of damage. His Graveyard, it's okay if it doesn't take a huge amount of damage to the tower, because you can cycle right back to the Graveyard if you need to. His Graveyard took down my new pump, and my old pump is going to die. His minions are going to die to my tower, so we're good there. Okay, so I'm just going to put down another pump because I know that he doesn't have a direct damage spell, like a lightning or a fireball. And we're looking alright, because I know he's got a siege, like, slow moving deck. So he's going to try to trip me up a little bit here. Drop the Ice Golem to distract. And Knight on top of that. Let's see. Skeletons are going to get a little bit of damage on the P.E.K.K.A. Knight is not going to survive all those swings, but I'm already back to my Ice Golem. I'm slowing this down for you guys so I can show you. We can distract with that. I was going to say the damage or explosion from the Ice Golem was going to get the minions, but it didn't. So I dropped the Knight on top of that, and it takes out the Ice Wizard and distracts the Minion Horde, or minions. Alright, so we're looking good. I burn with the Ice Spirit just in case he's got something coming at me. And I don't really know what to play, so I'm just going to pump up again because I know I need a huge thing. So the other thing is that we've been playing this right side so much that I needed to switch it up because I didn't want him to keep coming at me, and like keep doing these exchanges back and forth. So I switched lanes, and he's got skeleton army that's gonna die to my ice golem, and he drops the ice wizard on top. So now I'm still like making him do something on the right side. Put a burner card there, and then now I'm already back to my graveyard. So the knight's on there. Knight's being another tank, and I'm pushing another tank here, and I'm just sort of seeing we're just kind of right here. We're throwing stuff at the tower. So he's gonna do graveyard opposite, just like me in the back corner. I gotta put something down, so I put the knight and all that. I'm really not noticing how much damage it's doing, so that kind of sucks. And he's down to 600 versus 1800. So I'm still pushing on the left here. Let's see. And so I got my knight on the left and the right, and that's going to distract there. P.E.K.K.A.'s going down. E-Wiz is trying to take out that. Let's see here. Drop some minion horde. Minions. His P.E.K.K.A.'s going to go down on the right, and then he's got that coming at me. So I need to drop a tank, and then I'm going to try to freeze and explode from that. Okay, so he's looking pretty good. I'm down to 800 though. He's down to 500. Let's see, so I gotta do everything that I can, and I gotta log because I want to get the tower chip damage. It's gonna take out his Skarmy. For the most part, the freeze spell jumps on there. Ice Golem's gonna get to the tower, and I'm already back to the graveyard. I'm going all out. Since I'm already there, 100 to 100, get the fire spirits there, the knight's there. He drops Skarmy, and it is gone. Whew! That one was close. I love that one. Good game. This deck is so good if you learn how to play. So let's watch one more versus air, and see kind of how it is versus air. He tries to surprise me a little bit with the balloon, and you can see in his hand he's got that. So he's got some pretty powerful cards like Barbarian and Wizard and the balloon and all that, which aren't great direct counters to everything. I should have dropped the ice golem on the left, but I was trying to just see. So you gotta freeze it. Since I don't have anything that can directly damage the balloon, you have to like freeze it to slow down to get the tower damage on there. Since it's rage, he's gonna get some hits off on my tower. And the minions, this was kind of difficult for me. We're just basically gonna trade towers here, I feel like. He drops the Skarmy on the right with my troops there, and got the log to kill the fire spirits that he dropped down in the back. So we almost traded damage. Almost exactly. Okay, so not horrible. He's leading an elixir, it looks like. Oh, I've never noticed that it changes in the top and the bottom. Just tell you how many you have. Alright. Let's see, so I'm gonna pump up a little bit because I feel like I should, and I need that elixir advantage. I'm gonna slow down with the ice golem and the ice spirit and take out the minion horde there. Try to distract a little bit. Balloon's gonna get some shots off of my tower anyways, and I wish that I had like enough to really go on the right here, or on the left. Oh, and I do it anyways, okay. So, he drops barbarians and the skeleton army. That's like 8 elixir. 5 for the barbs, and then 3 for army. Let's see, so I log those away so that my fire spirits actually take these guys out. And they're gone. Okay, so now I gotta distract his stuff. Drop the ice golem in the back, and then once that dies, get some shots off there. And I'm already back to graveyard. So, let's see if my knight can get to the tower, survive a little bit. He tries a tornado right away, which is okay, but like it's not great damage. It takes the rest of it away basically. So I gotta distract the ice golem, fire spirits. I don't have my freeze this time, so we're just gonna go all out. Gonna let him take that since it's such low damage anyways, he's such low health, and he gets a hit or two off on my main grab time. So I gotta log it away, and now I'm okay. Let's see, 2500 to the damage on his, so I'm dropping everything that I can on the right, just to make him go for it. So this is going to be close. There's 22 seconds left. He's got the balloon. I got stuff on his tower right now. Got my tank, ice golem, and graveyard. And the balloon, he's going for a 3 crown though because he wants that victory. 21 seconds left. Let's see if we can slow it down. I don't have anything for the balloon, so the balloon is just going for it. He's raged it, so it's expensive for very high damage. Explosion damage on my tower there. He drops a Skarmy, which I can just log, but I don't really want to log because I have to, well, I have to do it, but I would rather send the log on his tower since we're so close on there. I have, basically it's a race. It's a race to see like who can do the most damage. Die, 7. Okay, and he's down. His balloon was too slow, he couldn't rage at that time, and that was all. Alright guys, so let me know if you like this deck, if you've been able to push with this deck at all. I've been using it in this challenge, and it's been good. I'm gonna let you know in the comments how far I got, and hopefully you liked the video, hopefully you liked the deck. If you do, leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe, whatever, share the video with your friends. Enjoy your weekend, guys. Yeah, and have a great day, everybody. Peace.